Hello seed savers! I'm out in my shed today and I thought I would share with you all the seeds that I've ordered for this growing season. You heard that right, I bought seeds. While it's great to save your own seeds, to get new varieties you'll need to either purchase them, trade or seed swap, or create your own new varieties by cross-pollinating, which can be fun but often takes several years to get a stable plant. I usually order my seeds on New Year's Day. I'm fortunate enough to have the day off work, and it's a great opportunity to unwind after the busy holiday season and dream of the upcoming gardening season. I actually ordered a lot more than I usually do this year because there were a lot of varieties I wanted to try out. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, and I'm not showing them to you in any particular order, and they are all great. To save time, I did go ahead and cut open the packages because no one wants to see me wrestling with these things. Let's dig in. This first package is from M.I. Gardner. It's a seed company based out of Michigan. That's what the M.I. Gardner stands for. Something stuck in here. Receipt. Don't need that. So, what we've got in here, there's always a little card in there, which is nice. Okay, we're starting off big. These are the giant crimson tomatoes. If you know about M.I. Gardner, he took a pack of seeds that he found in a vintage shadow box that had several types of seeds. The only one that was still viable was this tomato, and I'll link his videos down below. But he brought this tomato variety back from extinction, essentially. It was either very rare or pretty much unheard of, and he got one or just a few plants to survive and kept breeding the plant over and over again until he finally had enough to share with everyone. It's still, you can only order, I think, 2 packages of 5 at a time, but that's great that we were able to save a seed, and thank you, Luke. So we got those. I got a yellow beefsteak tomato because I've been trying to grow a really good yellow tomato to put in salsas and stuff. I tried Dr. Whitecheese? I'm not sure how you pronounce it, last year, and it did okay. And I did some other yellow tomato the year before, and that one just kind of turned orange and weird. So I'm still trying to find a really great yellow variety that works for me. So hopefully that's it. I ordered some red Geneva onions, and I just realized I already started onions, so I'll have to start these soon. I am in Indianapolis, Indiana, so for me, I have to grow either long day or intermittent day onions, and these ones are long day onions. And I don't know if you can see on there anywhere. They have a map on there. Most, I would say, reputable companies that you get onions from will say if they are either long or short, or sometimes they'll have long, short, and intermittent day onions. In order to bulb up, the onions need a certain amount of daylight. I got some lemon basil. I grew regular basil for the first time last year, and I love the smell of that plant, especially when you're making cuttings of it. And I dried some, but I wanted to try lemon basil. I got purple cayenne pepper. I've grown mixes of cayenne peppers before, and they've been all different colors. The purple one's been great, so I just wanted to try a kind that was just strictly purple. Since I've gotten both the Brandywine, what happened here? That's a beefsteak yellow. Okay, so in addition to my beefsteak yellow, I also got a Brandywine yellow to try, and the Brandywine red, because I haven't tried the Brandywine yet, so I figured I would try both of those. And I got a emerald green pepper. This is going to be my year for peppers. I don't know why. I have had such a hard time growing just your standard green California Wonder pepper. I've gotten seeds from different seed companies. Like, I don't think it's the individual companies. And I can get hot peppers to grow and some purple peppers and things like that. But for some reason, that California Wonder is not doing it for me. So I've ordered a few different varieties of different green peppers for me to try and grow and maybe get some green peppers because I love eating them. This one's from Johnny Seeds, which is also a good company. They have a lot of stuff and they have large quantities of stuff. The only kind of iffy thing about Johnny's is they have, either they or who they get some of the seeds from have started patenting seeds, which is a whole other thing. Basically, if they patent a seed, you are pretty much just leasing the seed. You're not supposed to save the seeds. You're definitely not supposed to save them for resale or to even put in a seed library, but you're not even supposed to save them and keep them for yourself for the next year. So that's scary. But they are the only place to get some of these peppers and some of these varieties that I had heard about. This one is the, oh goodness, this is a Charger pepper. This is a kind of hot pepper, and I think it's supposed to be one of these long pointy ones. It'd be good for stuffing. I had heard about this from Nicole at Flower Hill Farm. She's a flower farmer in upstate New York who's fabulous. I love her. This is I am going to assume this is pronounced Cipolla's Pride Organic. This is a tomato. I think this is a tomato that's supposed to be good for paste tomato, and I grow a lot of tomatoes. I grow tomatoes for like salsa and eating, but I also grow a lot of paste tomatoes because I like to try to make my own spaghetti sauce. This is Gomphrena, which I love. Is this cute little ball of a flower. They're adorable. This one is Carmine, so it's going to be a red. Fun fact, Carmine is the type of red that's a dye that's made from beetles in South America, and it's in like everything. So if you're vegetarian or vegan, you might want to look into that. It's one of the red dye number whatevers, but they're little crushed up beetles, and they're in cherry coke, cosmetics. It's the most common red dye. This is Monty F1. It's a broccoli. This is an Intruder F1. This is either, I forget if this is a hot pepper or just a standard green pepper that I was going to try. This is a Ninja F1. That's kind of in that same realm. It's either a hot pepper or a green pepper. This is more Gomphrena. This is raspberry cream. I think it's supposed to be kind of like a light pink. Not quite a baby pink, like a creamy pink. This one is some round radishes, because I can never have enough radishes. This is Sora. This is Mokum F1. I heard about these carrots from Serena at You Can't Eat the Grass. They're up in Canada, and they are wonderful. This is Starlight Watermelon. I have had horrible luck with watermelons. I get them, I can maybe get them to be about golf ball size with all of them, all my melons. Like, I'm fine with cucumbers, but my melons, for some reason, I don't know if I'm not giving them enough water. Like, I know they need a lot of water, but I think I've gotten one maybe baseball size, and then it's just gone. I don't know if a rabbit's eating them. I don't know what's going on there. This is a Lunchbox Pepper mix. I couldn't find these Last year they were already sold out for the few places that had them. These are their sweet peppers, and they come in like a couple different colors. And I mean, they're little like snacking size peppers. So that's very exciting. And this is Celosia, is what I'm hoping the pronunciation of this. I'm not good with names, guys. But no, these are they're little like flame flowers. I got a couple from the nursery. Last year I wanted to figure out how to save the seeds. I didn't know how. I'm not sure that mine went to seed, but I figured I would start some from seed. A, so I would know what the seed looks like, but B, so I could grow some and save the seeds. There. This is from Baker Creek. They have a lot of kind of more rare seeds that are from like Asia and South America. And they usually give you a free seed packet with your order. And I'm going to guess it's lettuce, because I think every time I've ordered from them, it's been a variety of lettuce, which is fine. I love lettuce. Okay. Oh, they got these cute little thingies on them. Oop. Alright, this is the Mortgage Lifter tomato. I've heard the little story about the Mortgage Lifter tomato, that some dude bred and grew these and was able to sell so many he was able to pay off his mortgage. So if nothing else, like, I'm sure it's a good tomato, but if nothing else, that story's cute. Okay, this is a Kajari Melon. I heard about this first from Jess at Roots and Refuge Farm. I could not for the life of me find out what these taste like. I love honeydew, but I hate cantaloupe. And I wasn't sure, with the outside being orange and the inside being green, if it might taste more like a cantaloupe or a honeydew or something completely different. She does describe it in one of her videos finally, like this last year. And I think she said it tasted kind of more like a mango. So, and they're small little, she calls them like personal melons, I think. They're smaller melons. This is more Gomphrena. This one is Mandarin orange. This is a mix of dahlias. I had a coral dahlia in my yard that the previous homeowners just left, and it lasted a few years, and I was able to save some seeds. And the plant I grew from seed last year never flowered. They might flower only every other year, so we'll see. This one is King of the North. I heard about this from Nicole at Flower Hill Farms, and it's kind of like your standard pepper. It's a green pepper that turns to red. She grows it with great success in upstate New York, which is pretty cold, so I'm hoping it'll work well for me. This is a Habanada. So I heard about this from Jess at Roots and Refuge Farm. It is a habanero pepper that does not have the spice. So you're only getting the actual flavor from the habanero pepper. And I was interested to try that. And then this one, in the similar fashion, is Nadapeno. So this one's going to be like your jalapeno, but not as spicy. And then this one, I was really excited about this. I found out about this on TikTok, and I'll have to look up the name of the farm on here. But it is a pole bean that comes from Asia, and it's a winged bean because it's like kind of triangle shaped. It's got these furry things on it, but you can eat like all of this plant. You can eat the bean, you can eat the leaves, but what I was really interested in is you can eat it makes tubers, like little potatoes, and you can cut and fry those up too. So I've been really excited to get that. And the free seed this time was lettuce. This is a red lettuce. I don't have a whole lot of red lettuces, so that'll be fun. Shove that back there. Okay. This one is from Cornville Seed. This is Bill McDorman, who is awesome. I've been listening to all kinds of podcasts between him and the Seed Saver Exchange, and I've been listening to the Urban Farm podcast, and he's been on there a lot, and he talks about all these, like, his thing, I guess, lately has been like wheat and grains, and I really wanted to try some, and I got a couple varieties that are hull-less, is I think what the term is called. Yeah, these are hull-less or free threshing. I got a Durum and a black and tan Einkorn. And with the free threshing, I guess there's not a like second little cover you have to break open to actually get to the little grain berry, so it's a little easier. So I figured for my first time growing some wheat, I would kind of make it easy on myself. So I have those. And then this is from Swallowtail Gardens. They are a company I tried for the first time last year, and I got some geranium seeds to grow for, you know, to have flowers, and I wanted to get some geraniums to grow for my mom because she likes geraniums. So I've been putting rubber bands. So I've got quite a few geraniums and some other flowers from them. This one's a Maverick Scarlet geranium, so that one's going to be red. This is Blue Glow Globe Thistle. It's a little blue flower. I thought it looked cool, so I figured I'd try that. This is Lollipop Peach Salmon Impatiens. I tried last year the first time to grow some Impatiens. They did okay. They didn't do real well. Impatiens were one of my aunt's favorite flowers, so I was trying to grow some in my garden in memory of her. And I love all of the, I don't know what it is, but a lot of the flowers that come, if they come in like coral, pink, orange, that's the color I tend to get from my garden. I don't know why. This is Echo Blue Lisianthus. Several people that I follow online grow Lisianthus, and it looks really cool. So I was really excited to get some seeds, and they kind of, I don't know. I think they look kind of like a rose, like they would be kind of like a rose substitute. This is Love in a Mist. They look crazy. I'm not even sure how to describe them. I'll put a picture up of them. But they're little floof ball things. They're little fuzzy things. Is that all of them? No, there's some more down here. Okay. This is Ruffled Coral Salmon Begonia. I've grown begonias, I've just gotten them from nurseries. I've never grown them from seed before. And I have been really trying to figure out how you save seed from them. My understanding is that at some point, one of the flowers will have like a secret little seed pouch on the back that kind of looks like a petal, but it's got a seed in there. But I've not been able to find it. So I figured I'd grow it from seed, so I would know what the seed looks like, and hopefully I can get some seeds. Okay, this is a green twister echinacea. This is something I just saw like online or in their catalog. It says the green twister produces abundant blooms with horizontally arranged lemon green petals that transition to a light pink or carmine red color near the center core. This is a salmon geranium, so it's going to be a geranium but a salmon color. And this is a coral geranium. And then this is an orange. But yeah, the salmon and the corals and oranges will be for me, and my mom likes the red. So I'll give those to her. And I might give some to, what would you call that? My future mother-in-law. I tried to find out what kind of flowers she likes to get her some for like Mother's Day or just when we go down there to visit in the spring. And I kind of got the answer that she likes all of them. So this is Botanical Interests. They're a cute little company. I really love that they have little drawings of the flowers, and the packets inside have directions like inside the packets too. So this is the little freebie I got with it. They were, I think, just like some little cardboard biodegradable planters, like 3x3. Yeah, 3-inch recycled paper. There's 6 of them in there, but that's cute. It's a little thingy. Seeds at the bottom. Get rid of that. Oh, looks like they flew. Looks like they threw this in too. This is a sunflower. I grew sunflowers for the last year. They all did great. I did 3 different varieties. I couldn't tell the 3 different apart. So this year, I think I'm gonna stagger the planting a bit out so that I can save the seeds and not be as worried about them crossing, and also so I can tell them apart more. So that's that one. They put in a little seed starting guide if you don't know how to start seeds. But yeah, so inside their packets, on their packets, I love how they always have, all the information of how and when to start them and all that. But I love that they have a little picture of the seedling, because a lot of the times they don't, like when they got their little baby leaves, they look nothing like the plant. And I try to start seeds inside always. A, because I can get a jump on the season, but B, I am terrible with starting things from seed outside, because I will plant things and then I will go back and I will weed and I will pull up all the plants that I just planted. I did that one year with radishes. I got halfway through before I realized those are radishes, and I thought they were like just some weed clover thing growing there, and I plucked about half those radishes before I realized these are in a neat little row. Maybe I planted them. This is a blue milkweed. I already have the regular milkweed for my area, which is I believe it's the orange one. So like inside each one of these packs, there's information on the inside, on the outside, but when you open it, there's stuff printed on the inside too. And that's kind of what's going on with this thing. They probably put them in here like this because milkweed can be kind of poisonous to people. So I'm guessing, I've only seen this from them with the Clancy potatoes. Also came in a little package like that inside the pack. But inside the pack is all this like information about how to grow it all, how to grow it. Sometimes they have stuff about like how to cook it. These are African daisies. I got these. These are African daisies. They're just, some fun little flowers. This is holy basil. I heard about this from Jess at Roots and Refuge Farm, and I love the just regular plain basil that I grew last year, so I wanted to make sure to grow a couple other varieties, and she absolutely loves that kind. These are some apricot colored cosmos, because I keep getting the coral and pink flowers. These are Clancy potatoes. Now normally potatoes, you start from seed potatoes, so you can make sure you get the same type of potato. These ones are actually the seeds of the potatoes, and I grew these last year and they were really great and really cute, and I did a second planting and they were cute, but I needed some more, so I got some more seeds. This is some flax I got as a flower, and I thought, I'm not sure if I can with this variety or not, but flax you make linen out of, and I've seen some videos of people making linen and it looks really cool. These are mammoth sweet peas. I usually throw in some sweet peas when I'm growing my sugar snap peas, just because they're pretty. And I got some trailing nasturtiums. I grew some last year and they did good, but I thought in the area that I had them last year, which is actually right on the other side of these windows here, it might be cool if they kind of hung down. So those did good. So I'm going to try some of those. And then bonus time, this is my monthly package from San Diego Seed Company with Brigitte, who's fabulous, but you can sign up for a Seed of the Month Club. She's obviously located in San Diego, so all of her seeds are best planted in there, but you can plant them other places too. If you were in her region, she would be sending them out when it would be time to plant those plants. But since I am not in there, I just kind of disregard that. I have to individually look up when to actually start these from my region, but they're still good seeds. Okay, so she always sends like 2 to 3 packet seeds, and then there's always a little letter telling you some more information about them. And this one, they actually include a little recipe. So for this week, there's a pigeon pea bean, which I have never heard of. It is a short-lived perennial that produces for 2 to 5 years. That may just be in her region. That may not be where we get a lot of snow here in Indiana. We get a bit more harsh winter here. This is an everlasting snapdragon. I'm guessing this is just a mix. Yeah, a mix of vibrant colors, which is great because I love me some snapdragons. And this is asparagus, which is really cool. So that is all my new seeds that I've ordered. I wanted to go through them because I need to actually go through all of these seeds and put them in my planting calendar so I can get these guys going for the year. Thank you so much for letting me share with you my seed hoard for this year. And I will see you on the next video where I will share how I plan all this out. I have a little spreadsheet system, and that's how I go through the back of the packet, figure out how many weeks back from my first frost date I need to plant it, put it in my little table, color code it, so I know it's all good to go. But thank you so much, and happy seed saving, or starting.